You're staring at a bright screen flooded with incoming notifications, and you physically cannot bring yourself to tap reply. It's a behavior often labeled as ghosting, leading to the assumption that you're simply being rude or choosing to be apathetic. That cultural pressure creates a brutal loop. You already feel overwhelmed, and now you have to carry the weight of knowing you're letting people down. This silence is a strategic retreat. Your mind is executing a specific neurological script, forcing a shutdown to protect you from total emotional collapse. Your brain operates on a strictly limited supply of mental energy. It's an engine that only has so much fuel to burn each day. For people prone to overthinking, that fuel burns twice as fast. Constant analysis and worry chew through your mental stamina long before the day is over. By the time a new text message arrives, you are likely already functioning in a state of severe energy deficit. Your brain responds with a forced triage. To keep your core systems running, it cuts off all external social stimulation. In this state, a simple conversation stops being a minor task. It physically feels like a burden too heavy to carry. Daily life is often unpredictable and messy. When things feel like they're spiraling, the world can become incredibly loud. When that noise reaches a certain threshold, the brain searches for a way to stabilize its environment. Choosing to ignore a ringing phone allows you to forcefully filter out that external chaos. This creates an immediate result. You transform an uncontrollable situation into a localized, manageable space. Pulling away is a subconscious strategy to regain a sense of personal control when everything else feels out of reach. If the mind is so exhausted, it seems logical to reach out for support. Yet for many, the brain chooses the opposite: total isolation. This reaction often stems from how we learn to navigate stress as children, specifically in environments where emotional support was hit or miss. If you grew up learning that external help was unreliable, your brain adapted by prioritizing extreme self-reliance. You learned to process pain and solve complex problems entirely on your own, because that was the only way to ensure they got solved. When you're stressed today, your brain defaults to that same survival mechanism. It views the threat and decides that going it alone is the only safe option. When you account for energy preservation, the need for control, and a history of self-reliance, the full logic of the shutdown becomes clear. Withdrawing from the world is a sophisticated survival mechanism designed to bring you back to equilibrium. Recognizing these patterns allows you to replace the guilt of isolation with self-awareness. It also changes how we perceive the silence of others. When a friend disappears, you can see their withdrawal as a sign that they are simply trying to protect themselves. Subscribe